just this little example here. Say you got a light and you're going out to a ship. I mean, you're trying to get light out to the ship. If I've got all these beams of light, I've only got a couple going to the ship. So the idea is hey, look, I want light going to the ship. I don't want it going up to the sky. I don't want it going down to the ground. Okay? So one of the tricks, I mean, we tell the school kids is, hey, maybe you've seen light. You ever seen this trick? Light bends when it goes into clear liquid. So we're going to think about, hey, what can we do with a clear medium? So I'm going to go back over this way just to a single one and just show you here. If I go through something like a window, nothing happens. That's not very exciting. But if you twist it, okay, what happens there? The light bends when it goes in and bends when it comes out, but it's not going to the ship. But what if I take a slightly different shape, one that's like this? It's not the same on both sides, okay? So it bends going in, bends coming out. Yeah, so I can get it going to the ship. Now what if I take a shape like this, where the light's bending different on all the sides, okay? Okay, so that gets me a lot of light. But I still got all these beams up here and these beams down here, and they're not going out to the ship. And that looks like I did a good job, like I pat myself on the back. But if you think about it, all you can get with a lens, with a regular lens, is plus or minus 30 degrees. Okay. If you think of light going into the hemisphere, going into the northern hemisphere, and you're trying to send light up to the North Pole, you got the Arctic Circle worth of light. But all the light down where we live, it's just still going out into the wild and not going anywhere useful. So you think, well, hey, how can I do something like that? Well, one way to do something like that is if you had a mirror, okay?
That's what goes in the up and
okay, well, let's just see what's happening, okay? So the idea is, hey, you need to really bend those beams a lot in order to get them to go to where you want them to go, okay? But going back 200 years, all they had for mirrors was silver. Something like a quarter, not very reflective at all, okay? So one of the tricks that Fresnel, there's two main tricks in this lens that you had is, okay, if you have something like this, here's, let's get the mirrors, okay, so there's the mirror sending it over, okay? Okay, but Fresnel figured out he could do the same thing. Okay, he could get a clear piece of material to act just like a mirror. Okay, so on a prism, here's a prism. Okay, you can see maybe my finger. Okay, that's just a clear piece of material. Okay, so Fresnel figured out that he could use clear material to act like a mirror. Okay, and so instead of silver, and so that's what you got going on here. Okay, is that he's got these prisms acting like mirrors to send the light there. And so when you take a look at this Fresnel lens here, this top section and this bottom section are actually prisms. They're pieces of glass acting like a mirror. And when you take a look at it, the bottom section, it's sending the light down. It's coming straight out from the bottom going here. And this top section, the light's coming straight out and going here. So it's going straight out. And it looks like it's going a long way, but hey, out 20 miles, it can't tell the difference between the top and the bottom. So it's all there, okay? So that's tricks that Fresnel used. But then, remember we had in the middle part, okay, when we used the window, the light only bent when it was going in and when it was coming out. So all I really need to do is pay attention to the going in and the going out part, okay? And so if you only pay attention to the going in and the going out, this is an extreme version of it, okay? But you can get rid of all that fat in the middle. And so that's what Fresnel did in the middle part, okay? That's just a regular sort of a lens, you know, that's like a magnifying glass. And it's just, he put it on a diet to make it work a lot better there. Okay. So, and I can show you then with, say, here's, I've got, oh yeah, So, I mean, this isn't very exciting here, okay? But I got a little ship over on the, I don't know if you can see the ship over on the, okay.
Yep.
So I can get a spot there, but if you take a look at, I've wasted all of this light. You know, I mean, when I've got this, I've got all, I'm shooting light over here, shooting light at you, shooting light at him. It's not going to where I want. And so if I do a trick, this isn't as good a trick as Mr. Fresnel, okay? But this is a Fresnel lens. This is one like from the theater sort of thing. But it has those same magic prisms on the outer and inner edge.
It's really focused on.
And it's a lot better, okay?
Oh wow.
So yeah, it's different. I mean, if you want to make a comparison, this was a Home Depot flashlight. So here's the Home Depot off-the-shelf reflector. Okay, the reflector's on the left, and the Fresnel lens is on the right. So I don't know if you can tell there's a little bit better performance, I think, out of the Fresnel. Okay, so that's it. So anyway.
Good demo.
Yeah. So. Okay, so I got one other trick for you then. I mean, so now this doesn't have anything to do with, this isn't lighthouse optics, but we talked about using light to act like a mirror, okay? I mean, using glass to act like a mirror. So I can take, I'll just show you what I can do with mirrors, but I can take two mirrors and I can send light right back to the source. This isn't, we're not getting light to the ship, so you don't get any points for that. But I'm just gonna show you this trick. I can use one more use for a prism, okay? I can send the light right back to the light source just like it was a mirror, okay? Now I'm gonna ask you, did you ever use anything like that? Did you ever use a trick like that? Do you think you ever used anything like that?
Probably in the microscope.
In the microscope?
Well, not
Do you use any trick like that? Anybody ever see one of these? Okay.
Oh, reflectors. Okay, on the
Reflect. So this is reflector. It's not the stoplight reflect. You know, the stop signs are different. That's a different kind of optic. But the ones that are on the road, it's just the molded clear prism. Okay, molded plastic prism. Okay. And I mean, there's a sample of it just to show you over on the next to the ship up there. You can see the light flashing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's shining.
So my guess is probably you've seen one of these before, right? Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Didn't get to see this.
And if you didn't believe it worked, okay, so I don't have, so this is the final trick. I can't light up the ship like I could that way, but I'll just show you, hey, here's 200 years of technology. So I'll use the same trick for Fresnel head, but maybe you've seen a light like this. That doesn't do too much for you, but we've got a little thing we call a pocket lighthouse, and this is a special,
There's a sea otter out here, just to let you guys know.
Oh, thank you.
So I can take this lens goes on a camera, and it takes the light. I don't get all of the light, but I get about half of the light going in a useful direction. Okay, so it does the same sort of trick Fresnel's doing, that sort of stuff. So anyway, yeah,
that's
it works.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow, with that small light. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, because instead of the light going this way, I got it going.
Going straight.
I don't have all the light. I mean, the light, this light, I don't get this light coming out the side, but and all this light going forward. I get.
Straight. Okay. Great. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Go check the animal. See other.